Man, I can't believe the bank is open this morning. It's crazy. 88, Monte Carlo SS, 3500, all original except transmission. Original 305, tree fell on car. Yeah, that's sad. That's too bad. Did they really only put a 305 in the Monte Carlo SS? Of course. Of course they did that. Because the IROC was a 305. The IROC was a 305. Monte Carlo SS was a 305. Like, you guys really, like, you guys make these, like, top end, like, performance trims, and I know you have 350s. I know that you have them in there. Cadillac DeVille, flawless condition, $17,000 in Lilburn. This car has no flaws, none, mint condition, has won every car show's taken, no dings, no scratches, never. What car shows were you taking it to, though? The closest competitor is the Lincoln Town Car, which has more of a European flavor. How American can you be that the Lincoln Town Car, the 1995 Lincoln Town Car, had more European flavor than this? That is an American vehicle right there. So you got a steering wheel cover. That means it's on at least its 7th owner. Steering wheel covers that look like this right here, that's your 7th owner. That's your 7th owner. Cadillac DeVille 04. It's overheating. If you have been looking for one, here it is. Number one, nobody looks for Cadillac DeVilles. They just kind of happen. We would like to see this car go to a familty. Familty that is going to enjoy it. That's a little bit exclusionary, man. What if I, as a single dude, want to just buy your Land Cruiser from you? Are you going to, like, judge me for not being married and having kids and not being a family man like you? And you're gonna turn your nose up at my offer that I make? That's kind of... Equal Employment Opportunity Office. Yes, this is Jack speaking. Let's look at our right clicks from the other day. Let's look at our right clicks from last week. So this is still for sale. That's gonna stay for sale a while. This is still for sale. That kind of surprises me. This is still for sale. That can't be right. That can't be real. The BMW went. Lexus GS 300. Why did I right click that? Why did I right click this? Why did it sell? That I knew was that would have been a good flip. I knew that. I knew I should have bought that. Oh, Ford Tahoe. I remember thinking that looked really nice. That's still for sale? I'll be damned. And then we've got 95 240 SX. So that'll fly. We also saw something a minute ago, but I don't remember what it was now, that also looked like something that was gonna... Oh yeah, the Land Cruiser. 1996 Volvo 850 4-door 5-cylinder car, runs, needs an alternator, battery is new, recommended tune-up, oil change, definitely alternator, needs rotor, needs brake pads, great on gas, good condition inside, needs work, asking $900, $900, $900, $900, we're talking 3 figures. So, oh Jesus, oh that's rough. That is about, I've seen some rough dashboards on Craigslist. You know what? You really can tell a lot about the state of a car by the dashboard. Really, the dashboard is going to tell you just about everything you need to know about, like, yeah, what state of life a car's in. You can honestly probably tell more from that than looking under the hood. This has got to be, I'm really just in awe and even a little bit of appreciation that this vehicle is still tagged and driving around, because this is one of the most fucked up dashboard pictures I've ever seen on a car, just on so many levels. You've got the little Glade refresh plug-in things for the vents, as if that's gonna do a fucking thing. This thing is a real piece of work. This thing is a real serious piece of work. I like it. I love this. I do, because 2011 Infiniti M30X, 37X. Oh, this is the same car my mom has. This is the exact same car my mom has, but she doesn't have the X edition. I don't know what that does. Is that all-wheel drive? 2011, same year, same color. This one is not as nice. This one is not as nice. The rear passenger door is a different color than the rest of the car, so we're going to see if he tells us why that is. It's very interesting. Troop County. All the doors seem to be the same color on this side. So somebody sharted in the front seat. It happens. It happens. I remember one time I was staying at home. Oh my lord! Wow, smoker alert! Look at that headliner. Look at that headliner. It's like somebody was just like, it looks like the headliner itself was taking bong rips. And then, oh, but of course, as with any heavily smoked in car, You've got the little like $3.99 plug-in air freshener from AutoZone. That's gonna fix everything. It's gonna make it like new. So this is 70, no, I don't think so. 8 grand, private sale, of course it is. Clean title, no accident! No accident, clean title, all caps. And you've got an entire door that's a different color than the rest of the car. Yeah, yep, no accidents. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. This is a fucking shady deal. Peter? Yeah. Auto check printed? Yeah. No. No! Runs very good. No mechanical issues, all caps, no. Fuck this. Fuck this. This is gross. This is disgusting, actually. Runs very good, no accident. So you've got like one of the most heavily ashed out cars I've ever seen in my entire life, and then like, and then it's wrecked, and you're gonna lie to me and tell me it's not wrecked. Yeah, I hate everything about this. I hate every. Oh, we got Volvo 850s are cool, but weird and require a ton of maintenance. I'm surprised it's held together for that long. Seeing the state that, yeah, man, that dashboard is like, I'm telling you, like I said. That dashboard is in such a state. Where did that car go? Where did that Volvo go? There it is. This thing is in such a state. Like, it just, man, it looks like a horror movie occurred to this dashboard. I don't know how else to put it. We're in the Fayetteville yard. 2008 GMC Yukon XL Denali. 5.3 engine. I thought a Denali was not a 5.3 though. I thought a Denali was a 6.2. I guess his loss is your gain, or his lack of sense is your loss or something. I don't know. No codes or leaks. In the last week I did a tune-up changeover, replaced tires at a complete detail. Seats were shampooed. There's some damage on the hood. Blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, this car is worth a lot more than what I'm asking. Yep, of course. Yep, this is that guy. This dude, like, man, this isn't even anything, man, that you've got here. Like, you've got the ghettoest Pep Boys hubcaps I've ever seen in my entire life. The floorboard looks like it had a foot of standing creek water in it. Like, what else? The steering wheel is just, it looks like it was sanded down with sandpaper. Oh man, look at that passenger foot carpet. It looks like it just held, looks like there was an inch of standing Coca-Cola in there for 13 months. You've got, look at all the cigarette holes in the back seat. You know it's bad. I've said this before. You know it's bad when the back seat is full of cigarette holes. Like, you know, it's one thing when the front's, and look at the front. The front's wrecked. The hood is wrecked. The paint, you can tell from this picture, the paint is completely chalked out. There's no clear coat left of this thing. You've got a black door handle on the driver's front door, and it's supposed to be white. You've got a black front bumper that nobody ever bothered to respray. Like, super low mileage, and it's got, and I have a hunch that this is a northern car. It just does not look clean. It does not at all look clean. It's got every dealer tag imaginable stamped on the rear trunk lid. So you know this has been through a lot of people. 1998 Toyota Camry. Oh, I've got the blue book. Oh, it's worth $44.95. Oh, look at this one. It's $49. Yeah, this car is a lot nicer than yours, dude. This car is a lot nicer. Well, this one's got 276 on it. So I guess that's a kind of a fair. Oh, this one, he even found one. He's doing his comps right. He's got one with a black bumper that was unpainted. But this is what does he want for it? $29.99. I mean, here's the thing: is $3 grand? What are you really gonna find for $3 grand nowadays? You know. Got a Mazda 6, it's really cheap. Low miles, but a salvage title. So where does that put it? Very clean and nice commuter. You know what? For a car like this, for a $3,000 car, if it goes down the road straight, oh no, but it's not repaired. This is still, it's not been rebuilt from the salvage incident. So it is needing repairs. It's a really clean car otherwise. Really clean car, but yeah. Yeah, it's gonna need at least a trunk, bumper, some taillights. That's repairable though. That could be brought back. Eddie Bauer, 1750, 5-speed and a manual. Cons. What are the cons? Tell me about the cons. Rear end assembly, shocks, drive shaft, and bolts need to be tightened. That's an odd statement. That's interesting. Secondary fuel tank removed. That's not a big deal. Needs battery and terminals. Not a big deal. Needs new belt. Needs another freeze plug. Kind of a bigger deal. Needs tires. Front bumper comes with truck. So, but the engine and transmission run fine, so don't expect to buy at salvage cost. But, so engine runs, several freeze plugs replaced, body and frame bushing. Why Why? Transmission replaced, rear end replaced. So, okay, so number one, why do you need new freeze plugs? Why did you replace several of them and then not get to the one that you didn't get to? Like that's a huge red flag. And like, why did it even need freeze plugs in the first place? Are you saying that you filled it up with water and the engine froze and like you possibly have a cracked block? Because it's not like I can start this and run it for very long with a missing freeze plug. And also, this clearly is not running a long time, man. And I like when something hasn't run in this long and it's this covered in like pine needles, man, there's no telling how many things have happened since the last time you remember. I like the garden hose just going straight up into the engine just for a continuous flow of water to just go straight out the freeze plug. There's no telling how many. I mean, to be fair, the price is not high. The price is not high. And it's an Eddie Bauer with a 5.0 and a man. It could be a good project. But also, rear end assembly, shocks, drive shaft, and bolts need to be tightened. Like, what does that mean? So you replace the transmission in the rear end, and you did the whole job, and it's everything is good, and everything is complete, and everything is in there, trust me. But I just forgot to tighten the bolts. That's a huge red flag. That does not sound right. That doesn't feel right. Got a front seat cover. How many miles are on this? 154. Yeah. These always have miles right about in the mid 100s because the truth is, once you start getting about above like the mid 100s in those, they just kind of sort to like plastically disintegrate. With these cars, high mileage is not that huge of a concern necessarily, but there's no telling where this thing came from because it's at a shop. The headliner is, I mean, it's got stories to tell, I'll put it that way. And look at this. Do you see in the bottom right-hand corner of this gauge cluster lens, do you see that just layer of just tarry, ashy filth? That's cigarette stuff. This car, I'm pretty sure that this car has been heavily smoked in. I'm pretty sure also you see the back headliner? Yeah, see this whole back headliner? This was just like, this whole back of this car was just a giant compartment of smoke for the smoke to just like, all the particulates to just be absorbed into the headliner. This thing is never gonna smell right. This car is never gonna smell like a daily driver again. No, never. Title status rebuilt, so that's gonna bring you down a little bit. But for a $3,000 car, I mean, my theory is if it goes down the road straight, does it really matter? Does it really matter if it's a rebuilt title? $4,500, that's not that much money. LT150, you know what? Great condition S10, 100,000 miles, started leaking oil, not sure what's wrong with it, don't have time. Not willing to take less than what's posted, it's an easy fix. Wait, what? Started leaking oil. Don't know what's wrong with it? It's an easy fix? What? I don't see how those two statements are congruent. How you're gonna tell me you don't know what's wrong with it, but you're also gonna tell me, oh, but that's an easy fix. Oh, that thing that just broke that I don't know what's broken and how to fix it. Oh, that's really easy to do. Yeah, just let me tell you about it. Yeah, fuck you. 73 F100, $3,500. Work in progress. New parts installed. Water pump, fuel pump, timing gear, change, something. Basically a stock truck. I flipped the rear axle and cut the front springs. Still needs some work to be road ready, but does crank and drive. Yeah, you know, it's always kind of suspicious when people are squirrely about what the thing needs, when they just say that it needs things, and then they won't tell you the things that it needs. So it needs the exhaust ran and engine tuned. Yeah, so, I mean, this is a 5-3 swap, where you did the part of the swap. You did the easy part of the swap, where you physically placed the 5-3 into the vehicle, but, which seems like 90% of the work, but it's actually like 10% of the work. And then the remaining, basically 90% of the actual difficult labor of like getting it to run correctly with all the electronics. Look at these wires. This looks like the inside of an Ace Hardware. This is not a great sign. This does not look great. That's the thing about replacing transmission fluid and filters, is it's like, you know, I want to do it to do the right thing, but just knowing that I have to break the seal of a gasket that's not currently leaking, and knowing that my track record with gaskets is anything having to do with me and a gasket, you have a 50% success rate. Oh, it's a good family/work truck. Yeah, Yeah, a 1991 single cab, bright yellow. Yeah, that's a good family vehicle. Yeah, just toss all the kids in, head to kindergarten. Yeah, it's a good family car. No airbags.